Okay, folks, following morning, everything went pretty well. We had some really bad gusts last night that was a lot worse than the ones that was on camera yesterday. My camera keeps fogging up here. Hopefully it won't fog. My son, last night there was 180 outages affecting 10,000 people. That was just in his co-op area, and which is not, huge. So anyway, we have kept power. I don't know how we've kept power, but we haven't lost it at all. Don't know too many people at all that have power, so we've just been one of the really lucky ones. So anyway, let me clean this fog off the camera. Okay, we really haven't lost any pine trees. We've lost some oak trees, and the problem with oak trees is they don't flex at all. I've seen at least two about 6-inch oak trees that were snapped off and fell. So they don't flex like these pines do, so they, hard wind and they break. So I think I'm going to ride down the road a little bit. I might film a little bit. I'm going to check that big oak tree down at my son's house, make sure it's okay. Show you more. And here's what I'm talking about on the oak trees, but it seems like every one of them had some kind of a damage spot on them that caused them to break. So, all right, get out of the rain. Okay, we're down at my son's place, and thank goodness this big oak tree's good. And it looks like it's pretty well evened out, I think, with the limbs all on each side. It's not all lopsided one-sided, so I think that might be why it held up so good. But thank goodness. But there's some oak trees that are down around here, not on his property, but of course he don't have any power because the lines are all out up the road here. There's trees down all over them. So, but anyway, we'll show you more if I see anything. A bunch of debris in the road here. There's one oak down. We didn't hit the power lines. Okay, let's see what's going on. There's another oak right here down. Now their front yard, they got all the power lines. Oh, it's down all the way through here. Yeah, one on it there. There's a dead pine, it looks like. Oh, we're running over the power line now. So it's down on this side of the road. Now this is, what, a mile from my house now? Just a little over a mile, so. Yeah, this is gonna be a while before everybody gets the power back on. Well, we're out and about here a little bit. I want to go down and check my other storage lot. It's been known to flood down there, so we'll see where the water level's at. Just run up on some workers from the co-op, which is probably my son up here working, putting the power lines back up. I just seen where they'd replaced a pole right back behind us here, so maybe we can get through here. It's normally not a busy intersection, but looks like it is today. Alright, here's what we're worried about. It's just about up to its bank. Now this thing is usually about 6 foot down, so it looks like it's up about 6 foot, and or maybe 7 or 8 foot, but it's up to the edge here. So as soon as this starts cresting this bank, I've actually had water up into my storage lot, which is right here. So that was the last time when we had that flood, when they was worried about the dam breaking. But So if it keeps raining, we're going to end up having it back up in there. So, all right. Okay, folks, so it's Sunday, about 11 o'clock, and I didn't really do an update yesterday because there really wasn't no change. Wind was still blowing, still getting gusts. It seems like it's lingering pretty hard. The rain is the problem now. Some of you may remember the dam that was gonna, well, the water just about breached it. They thought it was gonna bust. They evacuated a little bit of the little town, and then I had to go down and move some cars out of the middle of the road. They had been flooded and people left them in the middle of the road. So when the water receded, that's when the dam, it was worried about it breaking, and I went ahead and moved the cars so the fire trucks could get through. But the same area has been evacuated again, and the state came in and breached the dam. They busted the dam down, that way the water, or the dam, wouldn't bust. So they never rebuilt the dam, not as of yet anyway. But evidently the entire lake is filled up, and now it's flooding everything again. Now my storage lot is a ways below that, and I got that creek next to it. I just showed the video. I guess I'm going to show the video of me going down there, and the water was up to the bank. Now it's usually about 6 feet below that, or maybe a little more actually. You had to climb down the bank to get to the water. And at one time I have metal detected in the bottom of that with no water in it. But anyway, so I'm going to run down here and look and see at the storage lot how bad the water is, if I can get to it, because they're evacuating now, and I may end up being down there again before it's over with. Who knows? But all right, I'll show you when I get down there. All right, we're coming up on it here in a minute. I'll tell you what, this wind and rain is just as bad as it was. Nothing's really changed here. We've got the same weather we've had for 2 days now. Same wind gusts. See the road about covered in pine straw. The storm is just sitting there, and it's south of us, and we're getting that upper band. So it's just going to keep dumping rain. All the way down in there this time. Now the water has been up about 6 inches into the building at one time. Oh. Here comes the wind gust. There you go. Yeah, it's up higher, for sure. At least I could get to the bank, which is down there. So it's come up another, I'm going to guess, over a foot higher. And it ain't going to take much more to be in that storage lot. So the good thing about that is that all these vehicles in here are mine, except for that burnt car. And or not this burnt one, but the other burnt one on the other side of the building. And I really don't think it's going to matter. So, these are all junk anyway. So, nothing good there. Just parts. All right, let me get out of this rain. We got the road closed this way and that way. So, water's covering the road. So anyway, worst is yet to be here. All the water and rain, and this wind's still blowing, and it's still a hell of a mess there. So I don't know. We'll see what goes down. Alright, I'm running down to a buddy of mine, Danny's. I think he's got a box that the wind grabbed and about flipped over, so see what we can do about it. I think it's like a 20
20 foot or 16, 18 foot box off of a box truck. Alright, that box ain't too bad. We're gonna just throw the cable over that way and run a strap over top of it and pull it back over. We can get some blocks under it so it don't do that stuff again. The thing's loaded real heavy on the far side with molds for ceramic, so that's why it done it. We'll get it. Probably won't film it because it's raining, but we'll get it either way. Okay folks, we got the little building pulled back over. Put an inner tube on the one side of it and a board on top of the inner tube and pulled down to it and then let the air out of the inner tube. So used it sort of like an airbag, just because I seen he had an inner tube laying there. So anyway, I think he's gonna post a video on his channel, or actually their channel. Him and his wife's got a little channel. They do some homesteads and stuff. If they do, I'll put a link in the description of it. All right, well, like I said, things ain't looking any better. I'm sure they're gonna get worse before they get better, and I'll keep y'all updated. All right, bye.